I think I should turn down the NBA. Whilst I've got it in the background here. And shut the window, because it is what it is. We're going. Looks like we're going already. Going already then. Rainbow's the first one out. Should be a very interesting one, this one. Oh, it looks like Rainbow just slid through the final corner there. It should be interesting to see what kind of time he puts up. 52.33. Right over the line, 53.3. There's about a second back. Mage to the 53.4. BR4, 53.9. McNasty, 53.5. Puts him up a couple. Logan to the 56 with atrocious. The 57 for MTFC. 53.1 puts Hayes second. Mouchalot, there's a spin here somewhere. Mouchalot's done a spin there, 53.7. Almost immediately. X-Ray's coming out now, and then Mighty Iggy, 52 flat. There's the bar. Can anyone get past it? Iggy's gonna let a few people through by the looks of it. 52.2 there for Rainbow, puts him second. And Nobles is third at the moment. Oh, he was third before BR4 did a 52.209. Puts himself second on the grid at the moment. Looking through, Iggy just is Iggy going for it? It doesn't look like Iggy's going for it. Simon coming to the line now. Does a 53.5, which doesn't improve. 53.0 for Mage currently. Is he going to improve here? Through the second one, he's the 10th and a half up, so follow him through the final corner. BR4 looks like he's going to fly around this track. He's going to go through the final corner. BR4 looks like he's got very much to the outside, maybe a little bit too wide. Major just going to go with a 53 flat. It's ever so slightly quicker. It's like BR4 might not have improved an awful lot there, as SXR and Haver's going through it through the final corner, and CSE going off into the grass. The 8th position, 13th position having a bit of a fight here, and it's a 53 flat. It's not an improvement there. It's not an improvement either for Enzo. Extra is coming through for his flying lap now. He's going to put up a 53.3, puts himself 10th. It's not great. Iggy, 51.7. Catch the end of that lap. He did a 51.7, puts himself currently 3/10 clear at the top of the grid. Mood did a 52.1, puts himself second. Up the road, you've got BL4 coming in for a set of softs before we finish. Rainbow going ever so slightly quicker as he comes into the third corner here. Second sector. See what Rainbow can put up. Goes through the second sector and is currently up by just shy of 1.5 tenths. Would be just about enough to move him up into third. Don't know if he's going to be able to get close enough to move in second at the moment. Cuts through the final corner. And Rainbow with the time of a 52.2 puts in fourth still. It's not enough. Everyone's just going in a train here. It looked like RDO had done a 52.6. Noble's about 9/10 of a second off the leader here. Should be interesting to see who's going to be on pole by the end of this. A little bit of damage on the front of his car, you can see. Iggy's going flying through. Not sure if he's going to be able to make anything stick. He's not. It's only qualifying, so it's not exactly like he has to, and he is currently on pole. Moo comes into pit, so does Iggy, so they think they have enough time to go one more. Looks like he will do. Mooshlot and Rainbow does a 51.9 there, puts himself third. About 2 or 3 tenths off the lead. No, it's a quarter of a second, sorry. BR4 coming around the final corner now. Let's see what someone's sliding into next year. Logan's going sliding through the final corner. BR4 is going to do a slower lap, doesn't improve. Ryan coming up into turn 3, didn't quite get his first sector time, so I don't know whether or not he's improving at the moment. This is a nightmare. You go over the little lip there and it just does not feel nice for the car at all. He's 7 tenths down. Noble's over the line. It's 2 tenths down. Outlap for Ten Have there. And Enzo on the back of him. Probably a little bit annoyed if he's on a flying lap. Certainly not going quicker. Comes MTFC down the line. You're going to be able to get anyone here? Let's have a look. What's Iggy doing? There's the Moosh lot there as well. BR4 down the line. Hello, POV. 52.2 there for BR4. Not really good enough. Ryan did if one is just going through as he pleases at the moment then, Ryan. Get a couple of guys coming to the line now. Somebody just did a time there. I'm not sure if they improved at all. Have's coming out the pits now. Noble's over the line, 53, it's about a second down. Logan's good to go for another lap or 2. You're on lap 8, and Iggy's gone back to the top. So what's happened here? 51.2 and then a 51.6, which was immediately beat by a 51.2 by the mighty Iggy. And he is looking also mighty today so far. Sorry, you're going to hear that quite a lot. Moo's just going to let him on through. Rainbow just done a lap, but it was 52.9, so it's not an improvement. But however, that's an ever so slight improvement on his best time. And through the second sector, Rainbow, what time is Rainbow going to be? Nearly quarter second down. Let's have a look at BL4. That did not look great. That looked like a wall for me. He's 10th of a second down. Mage, half second down. Ryan looks like he weren't exactly quick there either. Everyone's starting to not enjoy themselves by the looks of this. Mage just goes round Ryan. Definitely tell Ryan not had a great lap if Mage is going round him like that. Neither of them were great laps there. What's Logan doing through the final corner? Currently best lap is a 52.7, 1.4 seconds off the lead. Through the final corner, he's probably going to do well not to get a penalty for that. Does a ever so slightly slower lap. Going through the final corner, keeps it going. Hey, what time is he going to do? It's slower, so it's not going to count. It's not looking good for people in terms of trying to up this lap. Those lap times so far. Skittles is half a second down. Enzo, like he's the last one to go here. So we're gonna watch Iggy, who's done his final lap. Moo's done his final lap as well. BR4's just finished up. Simon going through 5th. McNasty's gone through. Simon isn't able to do anything. Ryan's just gone through. Extras has just spun through the line. There's everyone coming over the line. Now Logan does a bit quicker, but it's not enough. Who's the last one over the line here? Not sure, but that's it. It's a mighty Iggy. First race back. First race is on pole. He's on pole for the sprint. That was an almighty lap. 51.2. fastest lap we've seen all day. Everyone coming through now. We're waiting on people to go through so they can do a lap here. Iggy OP, you're not wrong. Here we go. False starts will be penalised. Let's see if we can get going. Looking down the grid, we've got red lights. Here we go. 3, 4, 5. And it's 5 red lights, and it lights out. Away we go. And Iggy looked like he got a great start. Moo did not. And Rainbow's going to get him immediately into turn 1. But Moo's second inside line that's already hit Iggy. And Iggy's in the grass already. Moo's just taken a little bit of a deeper braking point there. It's already hit to the side of our pulse here. And if they allow for Mage to hit the front, Rainbow's going to go along the outside. He's going to try and make something work to the inside, and he's got in front. And he has the position as well. Going back, BR4 is in third. Simon and Logan are going to fight this out for 4th and 5th. And it looks like Simon with the inside might have advantage here. Keep it going with these two. These two are going to keep fighting. Simon's going to get it through momentarily. And with the inside line, Logan doesn't seem to have enough to fight back in the moment. Inside into turn 1, there's a little bit of a collision there, and BR4's going to get in front as Mage and Rainbow go into each other. BR4's going to take great advantage of that. Going down the grid, the Mooshalot and RDO are fighting now, and Iggy looks to try and make his way back in this race round the outside. In 8th. Gonna have to deal with the fact that he got hit immediately. The two guys you would expect to be toward the front are currently sitting right toward the back. You've got BR4 leading, you've got Enzo right at the back there, just tailed off. BR4 currently doing a decent 52 there, has got himself almost a second gap in front there to Rainbow. Mage not doing an awful lot, and it looked like Extras and Simon are going to go at it. Simon went deep, Extras is going to have him on the inside there. And they're going to go side by side. It looked like Iggy got RDO at the same time. He did. Other than that, inside into turn 2 is overpowered. Extras not able to make anything work on Simon, as Iggy now looks to go onto the back of him. Extras has a better run. Simon and Extras have come together. Extras is in the wall. Simon looked like he lost the car for a minute, allowed Iggy and RDO to go past. But yeah, it looked like Simon's come out better on that one than Extras did through turn 3 and turn 4. It's now Simon and Have, and Simon's going to be able to hold that one into turn 1. It's going to be the slipstream with not a move into turn 1, maybe on the inside into turn 2. Looks like the inside is going to be powerful. Simon sliding. Simon's hit Extras again. Not sure who to blame for that one, but it looked like it just stabilized Simon more than it did Tom either guy. Logan currently in 4th after what was an abysmal qualifying. But it looked like Mage and BR4 and Rainbow are the ones that are going to be cleared out in front this time. But Mage is not able to hang with them. Logan not able to hang with Mage either, as Iggy looks for a resurgence after that one crash with Mooshalot. He's got to go to the inside here. He's got to have the run. Inside of turn 1, the outside of turn 2. Looks for a switchback maybe on the inside. Doesn't have the pace. Doesn't have the space to go for the switchback either, and Logan's well defended that. And Iggy goes for it again, this time to the inside of turn 3. They're both going to go in it. Logan's going to go very deep into the corner. Not sure if you saw Iggy there. It's going to allow for Iggy to get past. It looked like Major just hit a wall. Noble just left the lobby. Iggy had got through. Major's hit a wall, and it's allowed for Iggy to get into 3rd now. That downhill corner's claimed his number of victims already. Logan drops to 5th and slightly off the pace of Logan of Mage in 4th. Iggy now has a huge gap to close if he wants to go back at Rainbow. He's gonna have to get on. He's gonna have to regret going on the grass a bit there as he loses a slight amount of time to Rainbow, who's right on the back of BR4. Not able to make anything stick at the moment, but it's very close lap, very short lap as well. Somebody's having an absolute nightmare back there. Enzo did not enjoy that. Looks like BR4 and Mouchalot's left. So did Nobles, and Rainbow down the inside of the following prior corner, the outside here, looks to switch the side he's going to the inside of turn 1, gonna have the outside of turn 2, BR4 goes incredibly deep, and is in a wall. It's allowed for Rainbow to go on through. There's no contact this time, there's no steward's inquiry. It's just Rainbow getting clean on through and BR4 making a huge mistake that puts it behind Iggy. Iggy now in 2nd, now has a 2.5 second gap. If he wants to get in, try and fight with Rainbow here with 6 minutes through. And he's about 2.25 seconds now. As he is gonna have to gain that time very quickly over what still maybe like 10-ish laps to go. Looks like there's a yellow flag brought out somewhere in the back there. Mage Logan coming at it now into turn 1. We've got a 4-car train headed by teammates and finished by a teammate in Mage and RDO here, starting and finishing this little train we've got. Like BR4 and Iggy are trying to close that gap in, and they have done, as we keep an eye out on the progress being made by Iggy against Rainbow for the lead of the race. These 4 going at it. Looks like Mage is starting to pull away now though. He's getting more familiar with the track. You would expect him to get quicker and quicker. Going down, and we see there's a bit of a fight now between X-Trees and MCFC. It's about 6 tenths. He's not able to do an awful lot though. Enzo at the back. It's 5 tenths of a second now between X-Trees. No one made a move down into turn 1 in the train either. Everything seems to be meandering along quite nicely right now. Mage now has a 2nd gap, as Iggy also has a 2nd 1.8 gap on there. BR4, as Iggy has showing quite the display of pace here, as he is on a surge after what happened in turn 2 on lap 1 to try and get Rainbow here with halfway through the race. It looks like that 2.5 second gap that Rainbow had does not seem to be here anymore. It's half a second now. It's Iggy is going to charge him down from quite a way away. He's ever so slightly the yellow flag. Where'd the yellow flag come out for? It looked like Enzo screwed it. Yeah, Enzo has messed up into turn 1. And has ended in a tyre barrier at turn 2 as Iggy's still closing in. Shouldn't be too long before he gets something here now. Going down the hill. Might have a run. About 4 tenths of a second, 3 tenths of a second now, and is closing in. The longer they go, the longer it seems Rainbow has to defend. But Iggy is going to have to... Iggy's going to make a move here, whether Rainbow likes it or not. Here we go. Rainbow has to park his car in the middle of the road to try and stop Iggy, who initially tried to go to the outside, but goes to the inside of turn 1, with Rainbow on the inside of turn 2. And it looks like Iggy, with all his pace and his resurgence, has done it. And has hit the front once again. After all that, even the crash with Mouchalot in turn 2 is not enough to hold Iggy back. Rainbow about half a second just over ahead of Logan here. 6 seconds off the lead, nearly 7 seconds off the lead now. It's BR4 seems to be getting a gap there. This train seems to have fallen apart. It's 6th place over there, seems to have sliding through the downhill section. Lost quite the number of, quite the chunk of time. Logan tried his best to be right on the back of Mage, who didn't look like he enjoyed that final corner. It's allowed Logan here to go to the outside into turn 1 and the inside into turn 2, where we get a switchback from Mage onto Logan. Because Logan made a horrible mistake through turn 2. Couldn't get the car back on, and Mage has done a nice move to keep his position. It looks like Mushalot just quit after his game had a bit of a malfunction. It looked like Logan's going to have to wait one more lap to go back at Mage. Maybe into the straight if he could get it going. As for the lead here, it's 1.5 seconds, so it looks like Iggy got in front and never looked back. And now it's Logan versus Mage. Are we going to have something happen here? We are not going to have something happen into turn 1. Is Mage going to make a mistake into turn 2? He is, but he's gonna. It's not a large enough mistake to allow Logan to make a move. And you see BR4 up the road there. It's Rainbow up into turn 3 as well, as he loses ground on an Iggy even further. Logan really on the back of Mage now, and going to the outside of turn 3 might not do you any favors. They're now going to let Logan have a run on him. Here we go again. Logan versus Mage. Logan to the inside of the second to last corner on the track. There's a bit of a collision there, and Logan's not survived it awful lot. He's lost a little bit of time actually. He did well to save the car. It looked like he got on the grass. Usually a death sentence. It looked like Mage is going to keep himself in front with that little bit of wheel banging. Into turn 2, Logan slides a little bit, you can hear the wheel spin. And it's still Mage's position, 4th place up for grabs. Looks like 6th and 7th for fighting as well in the meantime. Yeah, good camera angle here as the RDO try and fight with Haven 6. And it looks like Logan's going to be a bit far back. He's not going to be able to make a run at this. If not, is RDO going to be able to make a run into 6th? He's not either. We might have a couple of battles into the next into the next lap. What's Logan doing? Logan's 6 tenths back, so there's nothing going to happen here, but we'll go back to the RDO battle for 6th. And it looks like to the inside of turn 2, they're both going to go side by side. RDO on the inside. RDO get the position. Up into 6th with a nice clean move on Haven. Dropped to 7th for Logan, and Major still going at it. And Haven coming back at him. Looks for a possible switchback. Takes the inside line into turn 4. He's sliding. Is he going to be able to hold the car? Just about. He had lost quite a substantial amount of time to RDO in 6th, and there's no real battle going on there then. 9 tenths of a second now between Simon and MCFC as he comes through, and he already got past Extra probably not too long ago. Just caught myself a little off guard there. It's Simon Span. Simon has spun, and MCFC, the Extremes are going to go through. Simon also has a penalty. His skill is going to go through as well. That is unfortunate for Simon as he now hits the back of the grid. 4-second gap for Iggy at front. Everyone in the front separated by 4 seconds apiece as Mage and Logan are going to go at it one more time. And, going down the straight before the second final corner into turn 5. It doesn't look like Logan's gonna have a run. He might do into turn 1 though. To a quarter of a second here. It might see that Logan has a run into turn 1 and turn 2. Might be too far back though. Slipstreaming's not gonna help him enough, but Mage needs to make a mistake if Logan's gonna get past. Mage doesn't make a mistake, keeps it tight to the corner, and does keep fourth for the moment in time. Logan's been looking at this for what feels like 5 or 6 laps at this point. The timing screen on the side of my screen is screwed up because it's apparently got lap 17 in the middle of lap 16 and 14, so take that as you will. Everyone in the front separated by 4, well, it's 5 seconds and 3 seconds and 5 seconds, nearly 6 seconds to fourth, who's Rainbow's finished, and everyone is getting lapped. Mage and Logan going to get it one more time. It looks like Mage is going to go over the line to take fourth. Logan's going to take fifth. Audio's going to take sixth. Have is going to take seventh. There's going to be a fight here between MCFC and Extras for eighth, which looks like it's won by MCFC as he goes over in eighth. Extras in ninth. Skittles just sliding through the final corner, take 10th. Simon in 11th. And we just have the mighty Iggy on his own, lapped every single person on lap 18. Yellow flag take over, taking it prohibited. Alright, Gabe. But you're drunk, go home. And here we go, over the line. One lap ahead of everyone else, and Iggy is gonna take your sprint win. That was one mighty performance from Iggy. After the turn 2 collision with Moo to come back to fight and then win by an entire lap. And I just got a message into a YouTube chat saying that this track is amazing, which I have to believe is sarcasm because this track is absolutely tragic. Well, that's not amazing. No, it's not. It's absolutely not, Logan. I refuse to agree with you. There's no person on this planet that will make me think this is a good track for this car. Yes, I agree with Simon. I agree with Simon. Maybe it's just my race was tragic. I don't know. But that was certainly something there. I know you feel it, Simon. I know you feel it. That was one hell of a race, though. Iggy from start to finish was just not to be denied. Looks like BR4's going on about his absolute mishap into turn 2. I'm just going to get a drink, that way my throat doesn't die through this, as I watch some of the NBA as well. Alright, let's see how long it takes before we get a new room up. Let's see if I can join this now. Room not found, yeah, that's what I thought. I'm going to back out and wait for Ryan to make the second lobby. In the meantime, you can all see my 4-star roulette because, you know, why not? We've got to keep ourselves entertained somehow, right? No, give me the car. That car looks nice. Or the parts. One of the two. Give me something. Not the smallest amount of coins. Oh, pain. Pain. 10k. What's the point? What's the actual point? How is that a... Oh, God's sake, game. Right, lobby's open. I only have a mil. Yeah, I know, right? It's a real shame that I only have a mil. Okay. Wait for everything to go off here. Display it all. Please display all. God damn it, game. Remote just died. So, take that one as you will. Don't think my mic is muted, PS5. My mic just died, and oh, my remote just died, and Iggy looks like he's going out on mediums. Mage is not going to be on hard, I swear. Might be a bad idea. Don't need the hard on this car at all. I'm just waiting for audio to come out of the pits, or someone to say they can go. Are we going? It don't look like we are. It's one-shot qualifying for those who don't know for this. Waiting for people to choose their tyres by the looks of it. Everyone missing in NBA, Jesus. There's not a lot to talk about where we just sat here watching Ryan in the pit lane. As we wait for their go, I think we'll have another drink. My Discord's connecting for some reason. See, I can swap in. It would be a nice time for Discord to go down. Looks like we're going. Looks like we're going. So Rainbow's the first one out. One shot's quite easy to do on this game for me. As we get to see everyone's outlap, and then, well, we'll get to see people's outlap, and then we'll see everyone do a flying lap from start to finish, Rainbow downwards, because it comes with the way where GT did it, the way they all come out the pits. So they made the easy job for me at the moment. God, he misses the free. Rainbow's the first one through. And off we go. Rainbow into the first parts of the lap. Goes into turn 1. Gets decent to the inside, and it doesn't look like he's sliding through turn 2 an awful lot. Got a decent exit. Not sure if he got all the way into the apex of turn 2, but I'm not sure. I don't think there's going to be too damaging to his time. Here we go into turn 3 and then into turn 4. Down the hill. Into turn 4. Rainbow looked like he's sliding a little bit. Keeps control of the car though. Gets on the outside. And heads down into the second, the final corner of the entire track. Into the long right-hander. Here we go. Keeps nice control of the car through the middle of the right-hander. Staying in the middle of the track. Now through the final corner. Doesn't get all the way up until the corner. And sets herself to 52-1. As Enzo goes through. It's currently doing 53, 54. Nasty goes through. Extras is now second. It looked like Mighty Iggy and Mooshalot. They haven't done it. They haven't done what we thought they might. Logan does a 52-6, puts him 4th. BR4 over the line now. 52 the second by the smallest of margins. Audio coming through. Sets himself in 7th. Simon and Mage had a spin. And MCFC coming over the line now. The last one to finish had done a 108 in last by 12 seconds. So Rainbow takes your pole for the second one. The BR4 second by 0.03. Mooshalot and Iggy are not going to be on the front row at all. If it was a front row, it's rolling start. I forgot that up for a minute. So Rainbow's first, BR4 second, Mooshalot's third, and Iggy is fourth. And he's going to have some pace again. He's going to come back. Iggy's on the mediums. That would make sense. I don't really have that kind of information available to me, though, I don't believe. It would be a very good lap from Iggy on the mediums if that is the case. Right, here we go again. This time for 40 minutes. As I don't think we're getting quite as much chaos into turn 1 this time. Go down into turn 1. We look through. Iggy and Logan going at it, 4th and 5th. Nobles in 6th looks to try and have a go at Logan into turn 3. Might just look for something. He might just be too far back. Gonna stay where he is in 6th. Logan's car just looks a little out of sorts there. Simon looks out of sorts as well as he goes down the hill, sliding his way down the hill rather than actually turning. Somebody should retract Rainbow's pole position for how he spelt pole in Discord. There's about 3/10 of a second between Iggy and Logan, as Iggy's mediums obviously not as fast as everyone else's softs as they go through into turn 2. Logan's gonna stay behind him for a little while longer before they go into turn 3. Looks like Mooshalot isn't really able to make his print in this race as much as he would have wanted to. Iggy falling off the back of Mooshalot as well, which doesn't seem to be very good news for Iggy, even though when he eventually pits onto those softs, he's going to have some flying pace. He's just got to get there first. Noble then Logan. Noble to the inside. And he gets it. We're going to see a switchback. We're not going to see a switchback. It's not going to be the end of the fight between these two, though, as Nobles is sliding along through a bit through the final corner, and Logan's going to have the outside into turn 1. He's also going to try and take the outside into turn 2 for some reason. He must have made a little bit of a mistake in his braking points to get that far out. It's allowed for Noble to keep the position as well. It's not the greatest thing, not the greatest of moves there from Logan. Let's try and win his position back. We've got a couple of trains forming here. Iggy, the leader of the second one. You got the front 3, and Extra is trying to tag onto the back of this. There's another train forming at the back through the bottom 6. It looks like 0.4 of a second, and BR4's messed up, and now teammates come together. BR4 messed up through the final corner. Teammates come together, and Mooshalot straight to the back of BR4, and now Mooshalot's going wide through the corner. He's still able to get in front, but that was never a good sign. BR4 screwed up. BR4's also made his teammate lose quite a bit of ground as well. His Rainbow is going to have an entire 2-second gap now. Rain not a possibility here, so strategy not the greatest of things to worry about. We've still got the train coming all the way down, and everyone's in it now, and apart from Rainbow. All the way back to Logan in 6th, maybe if you include RDO as a quarter back. Might be running his own little race at the minute here. Mage looking to try and make something work on Skittles in the next couple of laps as he tries to fight back from what was an awful one-shot qualifying. Skittles, Mage and MCFC going at it now. Mage goes very wide to the outside of turn 2. It's allowed for MCFC to get on the back of him, but not allowed him to make any sort of move. They both stay at the back of each other, and Mooshlot got within 0.8 of a second of Rainbow in front, as BL4 is just dropping off the pace. It's Mooshlot is going to be the only one here that's probably going to get a shot at Rainbow, while the rest of them on softs, that is. So eventually they all come onto mediums. Iggy might have a shot at this, but at the moment he's just got Nobles to the outside of turn 2, goes very deep in his attempt and is screwed up with it, and it allowed for Logan to go through on the inside as Iggy just gets a little bit of a gap now. And is also trying to get right back onto the back of BR4 as this train just doesn't seem to be going away. RDO and Extra is having a fight now. Extra just slides downhill. Looks like my attempt to trying to hold this car straight. Oh, there's Mage and Skittles. Mage and it looks like one of them's come off worse than the other. Those two collided. As Skittles drops to the second to last now. It's 0.4 of a second between Rainbow and Moo. First and second. And it looks like BR4's lining up with the guys behind him. Nobles and Logan all over it again. These two gone at it since the first corner. Is going to go at it again up into turn 3. Logan on the inside, but he's too far back to make it stick. Noble is going to keep 5th position. They drop 1.6 seconds off the back of Iggy, whose mediums might just be starting to come to him by the looks of it. He's getting progressively quicker. You can see down the side just at his fastest lap before this one. And he's closing in on BR4 and seems to be about the second mark. He's just lost out through the last couple of corners there. Mooshlot only still half a second back. Noble's 0.3 of a second as Logan to the inside again. Not able to do anything. Not going to have the great run on him either. It looks like Noble setting his best first sector of the race. Is able to keep Logan away. Go down the hill, you see Logan and Noble's going at it once more, and Logan trying to go to the opposite side as Noble gets on the gravel on the outside, and it's all over the place and spun. It does a 360 to save the lap, but it's also now going to get caught by RDO and Extras behind him. Maybe Simon as well. Iggy, it's 2 seconds now, and Logan has 4 seconds behind him, so those two are driving to try and catch up with the guy in front rather than to defend from the guys behind them. They were quite not that long ago. The 1.4 seconds now between Iggy and Mooshlot and Rainbow going at it. These two getting alongside, but it looks like Rainbow's able to hold his position for now. Mooshlot might be getting a solid run in a corner or two, if not now. About 0.3 of a second. If it's roughly the same into turn 1 and out of the final corner heading towards turn 1, we might see an overtake for the lead. It is roughly the same, and here we go. Mooshlot's got a better run. He's got enough with the slipstream, but it's not enough to make a move. He is along. He would on the rear, but he's not able to make the move stick on Rainbow. He wasn't last lap either. He's going to do it to the inside of turn 3. It looks like he's done a better attempt of it this time. He has done a far better attempt of it this time, and he's in front. Rainbow looks to have a better run through the turn 4 though. Down the hill, he looks pretty much quicker. He isn't able to make a move on Mooshlot back. As Mooshlot's going to take first this time. He's going to keep it. He's going to extend the gap he's got on Rainbow. Was 2 tenths of a second, now 6, now 7, now 8 tenths of a second down into turn 1. BR4 looks to try and attack on the back of Rainbow here. He's probably liking of it, the idea of him and his teammate doing a 1-2 here. But Iggy's mediums are slowly but surely coming into the fray. 9 minutes into a 40-minute race, so almost a quarter of the way through. You got another lap or two before we actually do hit the quarter mark. It's not actually going to have a lot changing before that 10-minute mark, because Logan's just in the middle of no man's land at the moment, just 4.5 seconds behind Iggy, 5 seconds in front of Noble, and 6, who spin has cost him dearly, but he has got back in front of this entire train. Clearly shows he does have the pace. He definitely has more pace than the 3 in front of him. Maybe that's because of soft tires, I don't know. It might be with the way he's getting in front, but certainly that spin wasn't good news, so it's a resurgence needed for Nobles here. Everyone following on each other here. We've got a train of about 4 or 5. Apologies, we've got Major and MCFC. It's Major's just not being able to get anything going in this race whatsoever. He might look to make something work around this corner, he just doesn't get it. Looks like he's struggling like mad through the second sector of this track. Everyone right on upon each other in this little train. Doesn't look like we're seeing a move yet. Extras might look for something on Simon. We go into turn 1. Is he too far back? He is too far back. Up the grid. Mushalot's pulled a 1.5 second gap to the yellow flag. Who's messed up? It looked like it's Enzo. It might be Enzo? I don't actually know who screwed up there. Enzo's not even in the lobby anymore. That can't be in. And Mushalot 1.2 seconds ahead now. It's like it up. ALR Enzo's left the room. Okay. That might be why. That might be the yellow flag then. 1.3 seconds up the road now from Rainbow, who is currently 1.1 seconds up the road from BR4 in third. Iggy just off the back, 1.5 seconds off of BR4. The medium's doing enough. He's probably going to go for at least another 10, maybe 15 minutes here. Maybe able to keep those, put those softs on with about 15-ish minutes left of the race. That way you can fully get the most out of them. Fuel's not that much of a problem, I don't think, here. And Iggy is closing in. That was 1.5 seconds. It's now 1.2 seconds. It's 1.4 seconds that split BR4 and Rainbow, and 1.5 that split Mushalot and Rainbow from first and second. And Rainbow's on the grass. Rainbow's lost the rear end of his car a bit there, but he keeps it going. He's definitely lost a lot of time to Mushalot in first, as Mushalot goes back to the current domination we've seen for quite a long way in this championship so far. Last week I wasn't here, so I believe the races were cancelled due to internet issues anyway. About half a second now between Rainbow and BR4. And Rainbow's mistake has sorely cost him. Gonna allow for Iggy to get back here as well. There's green flags, so somebody else messed up. It's now 3 seconds between first and second. These three behind, and they're gonna have a bit of a battle soon enough. 3.5 tenths of a second between Rainbow and BR4. So all that separates them. They're going into turn 1. BR4's got onto the end of his car. BR4's going to go the inside of turn 1, the outside of turn 2. Rainbow's gone very deep, and BR4 is going to get in front. It's exactly what happened in the first race, just in reverse. Rainbow gets his braking points all messed up. It allows for BR4 to go through, as in the first race, BR4 messed up his braking points, allowing for Rainbow to take momentary lead of the race, while Iggy was having his resurgence. As to who I think is going to win, I can't seem to back against Iggy right now. However, Mooshlop with 3.5 seconds up the road. Iggy's going to have to get a move on, I think. Otherwise Mooshlop might have this. And everyone's going to be right on the back of each other now. Iggy going to try and make a move on Rainbow. They go right on the back of each other. Rainbow hoping that he doesn't make a mistake like he did last time. This time he didn't go deep. This time he just lost it entirely through the corner. It's going to allow Iggy is on the inside now into turn 3. Iggy's going to take full advantage. And Iggy on the inside, you expect to get the position here. Down the hill, Iggy does get it. Rainbow having a nightmare through turn 2 on the last couple of laps and has dropped all the way to 4th as a result. Yellow flagged again, green flagged again, waved here, so I assume that's another mess up. I'm not sure why you would need constant green flags. It looks like Rainbow's just accepted that he needs to come into the pits, even though that was just not on his line at all. It looks like Iggy is about half second, sorry, just over, away from BR4 currently in second, as Mooshlot now has a 4-second gap. Down the grid, Logan's got absolutely nothing, 8.5 seconds off of Noble to closing in rapidly. Top 4 flying at the moment. Top 4 being including of Rainbow, who has just pitted after those softs have indefinitely gone off. And Noble's 1.5 seconds just looks like he's closing the gap in, or he did look like he was closing the gap in on Logan until he lost 0.2 to 0.3 of a second through the downhill section of this. Simon and Extra is going at it now. It looked like the Mikey Iggy got in front of BR4, but that might have just been to the pits. Going down the grid, Simon and Extras now fighting for 7th and 8th as RDO and Logan both pit. Income Noble as well. BR4 came in beforehand. He's going to be coming out in a minute. And into turn 2, it looked like Simon still has Extras behind him. He does, and Simon's going to hopefully start pulling a gap, even though Extras looks to fight back. Bearing in mind that a couple of people still have to pit. Mooshlot and Iggy are two of those guys, as Mooshlot finally comes in for his stop as he's 4 seconds in front going into his pit stop. Iggy on the mediums is going to go for a lot longer. Looks like Simon was sliding through the long right-hander rather than turning. 0.6 of a second. He's still gaining on X3, who has had enough of his soft tyres and coming into a pit now as it goes 17 minutes into the race. Simon stays on. Mooshlot comes onto mediums. You would expect everyone who's pitted to come onto mediums as well. BR4. Damn. BR4 has come out of his pit. Yeah, BR4's come out of the pit and he's actually well in front. Looked like the undercut was massive here. Maybe, I saw some people do 2 stops earlier, but I doubt it's 2 stops here, it's just 1 stop off the medium. But especially if that's a 1 stop off the medium, then BR4 is flying, because he has just undercut everyone by the looks of it. Simon finally comes in for his pit. Iggy stays out. Those medium tyres serving him well for the moment in time. BR4 gonna... Mooshlot. What's happening? Mooshlot's still in the pit on my game. Alright. Mage is currently in 3rd. I don't know what the hell's happening with Mooshlot on my screen. Mooshlot's been in the pit for what feels like a decade now. The BR4, 19 seconds off the back, 5 seconds ahead of Mage. Even further ahead of Rainbow. It's pitting early looks like it's brought itself some benefits. I just yanked my own headset. Logan is about 0.3 of a second behind RDO. These two are going to go fighting through the final corner now. Logan certainly has more pace as Moonshot comes into pit again, apparently. I have no idea what's happening. Really have no clue what's happening. Logan will say it's worth staying on this fight again. GT7 is just one giant glitch, just disguised to the game. Here we go, Logan into turn 3. Is he going to get alongside? He is going to try at the very least. He is going to get alongside. Gone into the game, Moonshot's now second. Even though he's just currently still sat in the pits for me. As Iggy comes across for lap 23 on those mediums. BL4 comes on through. He's 19 seconds off the pace from Iggy, who still has to pit. Mage and Rainbow going at it. Rainbow looks to make his mark back on this race. He's currently 7 seconds back on BR4. He's not able to get past Mage either. Need everyone to pitch so he gets back to realizing where the hell everyone is. Rainbow to the inside. He's gonna make a bold move on Mage. He's gonna make a move that looks like it sticks. Even the Mage's brakes are just burning by the looks of it. What is going on? Mage just slid down the hill by the looks of that. He's just sliding, and those brakes did not enjoy that. Logan got past RDO on the last lap. Mage currently in 4th. I'm guessing Mage still has to pit. He's currently on the mediums, I'm going to assume anyway. Rainbow in 3rd, BR4 in 2nd. I want to know where the hell Moonshot is, but I think the game might have glitched on him. It's still half a second away now. Oh, X3's and Simon. So the pit stop, after the pit stops, X3's got in front of Simon. Those two reverse positions, those two both pitted. Looked like going in the lap later for X3 might have done great all the while good apparently. X3's gonna keep the position there down the hill. Into the following corner, turn 4. And it looked like he got half a second, if not more. Moonshot's still currently in the pits, even though I think that's just the end of his race. Simon half a second back on X3 still. Doesn't look like we're going to get a run, maybe, unless X3 slides through the final corner. And he did slide through the second to last, so he might get a run here from Simon. He gets a lot closer than X3 would like him to. And Simon to the outside. Really loved that outside thing of turn 2. I'm not sure that's where your apex is though. Up the hill. Is Simon going to get alongside? Is Simon going to try alongside? He was trying it, but backed out as soon as X-Ray's come across. RDO in front of Nobold by a second. Nobold's still trying to catch up to Logan, who is only about a second in front. Going into the final corner. Oh, RDO on the grass. Car looked a bit slidey there. Lost quite a decent chunk of time, about 0.8 of a second, maybe even a second there to Logan through the final corner. It's going to open the door for Nobold eventually. We got Simon and X-Trees. X-Trees is going to get overtaken into turn 1. Simon's going to have the inside line through the second corner. It looked like X-Trees still get the better exit. And X-Trees alongside of Simon. Into turn 3. X-Trees on the inside. Looks to make it work. Simon on the outside takes a bit of a slide. Definitely doesn't make it work. So X-Trees is going to take 8th by quite the margin now. And Nobold on RDO. Nobold scraping his paint on the wall. He's not able to make anything work because he's just lost basically half a second. Mage is now behind Logan in the battle for 4. Guys, still have some guys still have to pit as we're nearing the 25-minute mark of this race. And there comes the mighty Iggy. I failed English for a moment there. He comes in 28% fuel left. Going onto those soft tyres for the last 16 minutes of the race. Certainly isn't coming to hard. He would have come in a long time ago if he was going to the hards. It looked like Logan sliding. Just sliding through the fire, second to last. Major's finally coming into pit. It looked like that 2-second gap now. Logan's got nothing to worry about, even though he was just sliding through the final couple of corners. He's 4 seconds, about 4 seconds anyway, off of the back third here. Mighty Iggy comes out in second. He's 2 seconds behind behind BR4, sorry. Abe is just caught up getting blue flagged. Iggy now has to try and hunt down BR4 here. And it looked like he's going to be able to use the slipstream of the car in front. He's going to get squeezed apparently as well. What on earth is going on there? It's meant to be blue flags. Might have cost him a slight amount of time, but those softs are going to be incredibly fast at the end here compared to those mediums on the current BR4 car in front of him. And Skittles getting out of the way for blue flags. 7 seconds to Rainbow in third. As everyone's going through, it's BR4's not going to be able to have that lead for an awful long time, I don't think. Logan 4 seconds back and is 2.2 seconds up the road from Ryan in fifth, who's just over a second ahead of Noble. Simon now in ninth after his well, it looked like he had another mishap afterwards, which let NCFT through. Mooshalot just never came out the pits. Ryan's now being closed in on by Nobles for 5th place. 26 minutes into the race, 14 to go. Logan 2 seconds, 8 seconds now before BR4 and Iggy. And these two go through turn 3. Side by side, BR4 with the inside line, but Iggy's gonna get into the next corner. Gonna bounce off the curb, but with the soft tires he should have more than enough. And he does have more than enough. And Iggy has hit the front. And there should be no stopping him now. There should be absolutely no stopping Iggy as he goes on through. And he's now got 1.3 seconds in the lead. And BR4 just going to have to be content with his second place. Because Iggy has just been completely unstoppable today. Would have been interested to see what we got had Mooshalot not, I guess, glitched out. I still don't actually know what happened to him. Noble got very deep into turn 2. Abe has been lapped there by a few cars now in 12th. Audio 6, 17 seconds, nearly 80 seconds off the lead. And only 8 tenths is in front of Nobles, who comes down the hill now. Even further down the grid, we have no one within a second. The only guy within a second, the entire grid down, it's already 3 seconds the gap between Iggy and BR4, is Nobles and RDO here. Nobles look to close in, but he's not able to keep a lot of time there on the white, black and red Mazda in front of him. It looked like Have is just fighting his way, even though blue flag is I'm not sure he's fast enough to unlock himself. Just get immediate blue flagged anyway. But I guess there's no harm staying right behind the guy. There might be a harm trying to overtake that guy down the hill to turn 4. God, my yawning's been a bit extreme today. Noble is still He's losing quite a lot of time because he's fighting the guy in 12th. It looked like he was fast enough to unlap himself. And Nobles is on the grass! Nobles is gonna hit a wall! And any chance he had of catching Audio has just disappeared. Into the pit wall he goes. He just lost maybe 2 or 3 seconds on that one. And that might be the end of anything extreme in his race. Just gonna be sat in no man's land for quite a while. Extra is 1.7 seconds ahead of MCFC. Simon and Mage, closest battle we have on grid now, is in 9th and 10th, 44 seconds back, and honestly not that far from being lapped. We now have 10 minutes left of the race, plus 5 lap finishes, lap finishing at the end. Mage down the inside while Simon goes to the top of the corner. Mage gonna have the outside into the final corner of the lap. And Simon just doesn't take the corner at all and gets on the grass instead, and it allows the Mage to go on through. Mage hits 9th. And he's gonna have to build a gap, which he already has. He has a 2.25 seconds gap as he now goes and tries to chase down MCFC in front of him. Try and rescue what's been a torrid race for Mage so far. It's 5.5 seconds between Rainbow and Logan now, as he's 8.5 seconds off the back of BR4. And it's 9 seconds now between first and second. In a lap where we're going for 50 seconds, 9 is huge. BR4 doesn't have anything to worry about. But in the gap between second and third, that's about 9 seconds as well. 18 seconds between first and third. God, my English is dead. It's further 5 seconds back to Logan. It's half a lap between first and fourth. So RDO 28 seconds back, is about 3.5 seconds back on Logan, and about 3 seconds ahead of Noble too. It's definitely quicker than RDO, but hasn't been able to keep his car on track for long enough to make it count. Extra has a 2.4 second gap in front, and Mage has got MCFC as well. Mage on those soft tyres starting to fight back. He might be able to get extras, maybe push for Noble by the time this race finishes, as long as he doesn't turn into a lawnmower. That's a lot of grass and a lot of dirt he's just kicked up through the final corner of the track. MCFC is about 7/10 of the way back. It goes deep into turn 2, sorry. And it's now 7/10 of a second between extras and Mage, who is actually flying on those soft tyres. Probably sliding a little bit as well. He is through the downhill corners there. Still sliding, coming out of it. He's on the curve as well. He's right beside extras into the second to last corner of the lap. Mage on the bottom of the screen there, where extras on the top, and Mage is going to get through. The tyre advantage just way too strong, and extras in the wall. Extras in the wall. He's just doing a bit of grinding. Didn't get touched. He is in the wall. He's going to get overtaken. No, he's not, because MCFC has come into pit, and it's got a healthy gap to Simon in 9th. Now 2 seconds between Logan and RDO, and it's 2.7 between Noble and RDO, who is slowly but surely bringing that time down as we go along. There's blue flags flying everywhere. The mighty Iggy is the yellow flag. Someone's called the yellow flag somewhere. Not sure who it is. Someone's just come through with a yellow flag. Mage here. Yellow flag coming in. We might see the yellow flag coming into. It's not Noble. I don't have a clue where the yellow flags are at this point. There's 3.8 seconds now between Mage and Noble, as he's got a lot of ground to catch up. We've got 6 minutes of the race remaining, and I think the winner is already not in doubt. He could spin and probably win from here. Mage is slowly but surely closing in that time. He's also gained an entire second there. 2 extras in 8th. The second and a half, it's now nearly 7 seconds between 7th and 8th. As extras is very close to being lapped, same as Simon. These two are going to fight it through now. Extras losing time all the time to the guy in front. Is Simon going to be able to make a move soon enough? He's not. Into turn 2, you see the mighty Iggy in the background, looking to lap a couple of people. He's already got MCFC. We're into 5 laps remaining of the race on lap 39. Miggy's on lap 40 already. And Simon to the outside is not able to make anything stick. The extras are going to build a decent gap here, maybe up through a second. Noble has got it within a second, 1.8 seconds here on RDO, but Mage is catching quicker than he's catching RDO, so looks like he might lose out. Mage is absolutely flying toward the end of this race. With 5 minutes to go, he still could get a 5th, maybe even 4th. We got Mage here with the pace, looks to make something work into turn 3, and he is going to get to the inside of turn 3. He's going to be in front before they even hit turn 3. And Mage up into 6th, and now he's going to have to go and try and catch his teammate. We're currently 3.2 seconds off of Logan in 4th, so it isn't mission impossible for Mage to get 4th place here. We are running out of time quickly though. 4 minutes left of the race. Catching up incredibly quickly to RDO. Mage is just flying on these soft tyres. Iggy is flying on the soft tyres well in front as well. Looking through. Rainbow looking to lap somebody there. And it's 21 seconds. 21 seconds the lead. Might be all the way up until like 7th with a lap at this point. With getting lapped at this point, because Iggy is flying, and we might see T-Mod and see Mage past RDO soon enough. Or we would if Mage could keep it on track for more than 4 seconds. Here we go to the inside again. Mage had loved this overtake all day since he got on soft tyres. He's going to do it again. And Mage is up into 5th. He's going to have fighting back from his teammate. He's not going to have fighting back from his teammate because the soft tyres are just too strong at this point. Is he going to be able, with 3 minutes left of the race, to catch 3 and a bit seconds of Logan in front of him? Can he get 4th? It's a bit too far behind Rainbow most likely, but can he get 4th? It looked like he's closing that gap very quickly. It's within 3 seconds now. It would be if he just stopped hitting the tyre barrier, hitting the railing at the edge of turn 4. Now he's back in the grasp of his own teammate again. But these two are going to actually fight it out this time, I'm guessing. Unless Mage can get his car functioning well enough with those soft tyres for the rest of the race. And he's lost 0.8 of a second out to his to Logan in 4th. Mage is going to keep in front of RDO, who sees Noble catching up behind him. At this point might be the case that Mage ends up pushing RDO back into the grasp of Noble. Oh, you were invisible so everyone kept crashing into you. No, that would make more sense. That would make a lot more sense to what was going on. It's now 2.6 seconds again as Logan Gonna have to actually do a bit more fighting if he wants to keep off Mage from the end of the race. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds plus the end of the laps. And Mage is closing in. Is he gonna... Should be 2 laps left of the race. Make something work on Logan for 4th. Is Logan gonna keep his position? Iggy, 26 seconds up the road now. 27 seconds up the road now. It's 40 seconds or there or thereabouts off the end of Iggy in first. This is this is just almighty performance from Iggy here. No, the mighty puns will not stop. It's now a second between Mage and Logan. He looks to make this move happen even before the 40-minute mark hits. Which they will get round the lap before the 40-minute mark hits, so he's going to get 1 more lap to make it happen. There you go, this is effectively last lap for everyone. Is Iggy coming across the line? Iggy is getting across the line, and everyone's been lapped again. Noble is right behind of RDO, sorry, but he's just had an absolute nightmare. As Simon goes through and has been lapped twice, we've already got finishers to this race. Mage and Logan, Mage to the inside to make something work! And he's made it work! To the inside of turn 3! What a bold move on the final lap of the race! But it's one that maybe had to be made there and then. It certainly looked to be made there and then for Mage as BR4 comes across in second. Rainbow's going to come across in third. Mage's going to get 4th and Logan's going to get 5th. RDO comes over in 6th. Noble is in 7th as before we get the Iggy. The Iggy is going to win. The mighty Iggy with an almighty performance. 47 laps around the test course at Alsace, and he absolutely wiped the floor with everyone. Even if Mouchelot was actually able to be in the lobby properly, I still don't think he would have had enough. That was one hell of a drive. That was something special. Utter dominance, that's what that was. Petitioned to have Rainbow stripped for his podium place for spelling pole. That's actually quite enjoyable to... Well then. And now we've gone through GT today. I think it's time for me to... That time of the week where I just shill everything that goes on in ALR for the rest of the week, up until next Saturday. So... Obviously we just had this, so tomorrow you've got F1 racing, obviously in real life, and then ALR we've got F1 as well. Tier 2, Tier 4 both go around France tomorrow night. That starts at 8 o'clock for those wondering, UK time that is. Monday we're back here at GT with the with the Group 3 cars, which I believe is around the longer version of this same track. Tuesday is sprint. We're back to sprint, so F1 comes. F1 Sprint League comes back after its week's hiatus. Wednesday you get off. Thursday you get back to Tier 1, Tier 3, and Tier 5, and then Friday you get off, and Saturday we're back here. I'm not actually sure what track we're here with. Oh, well, it's Tsukuba this next week. But with that said, I think I'm gonna leave that there, and peace, goodbye.